Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Welcome as we hop on. Love to know how everyone's doing and where you're joining from today. Whew. Already feeling lots of fear. So we might be talking about business fears because I'm already getting this feeling that only comes up when I do readings. It only comes up when I do live, really. It doesn't come up as often when I do one-on-ones because I can usually just sense what people's energy is, but I totally feel a lot of this like kind of caught in the throat fear energy coming up. So let's see what that's about. Okay, let me know if anyone has any questions. I am going to also message the Psychick group. So if you are joining here for the first time and you have not joined any of my live YouTube Oracle readings, then welcome. Welcome to the Heart's Frontier. We are exploring that which lies beyond the heart, that which also lies on our heart. I think in order to get what's beyond it, we still need to address what's actually on our hearts. So I would love to answer any questions that you have about business, about career, abundance, how you put yourself out there. Let me do a little bit of a reading for just this week, some business energy from January 4th to January 10th. So January 4th to January 10th, what kind of things do we need to focus on? I kind of feel like just getting yourself in the rhythm of things, getting yourself steady, building a comfortable routine. Okay, this makes a lot of sense. So we have comfort. We also have balance for this week. And we also have anger. So this comfort and balance definitely feels like building a stable routine or building something that you can come to rely on within your work. I have like a weird piece of hair here sticking out. I'm getting lots of baby hairs this week. I don't know if anyone does that where they go in cycles and they get lots of these little hairs, but anyways, that's to the point. Comfort and balance feels more like this week setting yourself up so that you can just be comfortable, so that you can just find a little bit of, making sure you have some times in your week that are put in as off time, sometimes in your week that are put in as creative or as planning or whatever, just making sure you actually have time for all the things that you do want to get done this week. Lots of this fear energy, my goodness. Let me know if you do have any questions. I'm going to hop into the Psychick's Facebook group and just show up there. Hey, Feely. Welcome. I know some people are hopping on as well. It's kind of this, I'll say on now. We always do this kind of in the first couple minutes. I do a little bit of a reach out just to see if I can give some reminders. Okay, and then I'm going to try and actually go live on the Psychick's Facebook group if I can do that. Live video, and I will say business readings. I'm not sure whether I have my whole description on here, but if you are joining for the first time, you will see that after this, at least, if I don't have it up now, but after this, I will have the links up for how you can choose to work with me. So it can be how you can choose to work with me for Soul Circle membership or for deep belief, hypnotherapy, subconscious work, subconscious transformation. Could also be for Oracle or for shamanic journeying, for the upcoming Empath Energetics course, which is very exciting. But yeah, the Soul Circle, they also get access to Align Your Life, which is coming up this Saturday. I'm so excited. What a big week. I have a really big workshop I'm doing tomorrow morning. Very exciting. And then Align Your Life workshop online on Saturday. So I'll be here for Psychicks, and we'll see if anyone shows up there. Let me know if you have any questions about your business, any guidance that you'd like to receive. I'm going to talk a bit about this anger, but I wanted to pull in a little bit more energy for that as well to support us this week. I really do feel a lot of this fear, but it's kind of fear of just like saying yes. And also maybe a bit of fear of being uncomfortable, but it's a necessary part of the process to be uncomfortable. So we'll just try and accept it as it comes. This anger, I feel like, is almost more of like drive. So instead of seeing it as anger, seeing it as energy, um, and seeing it as also like an anchor. It's kind of telling you, hey, stop, something's wrong. Something is having you have a feeling here of a boundary being crossed or a value being, not met or something like that within your work, right? This anger that you could have, especially towards like cross boundaries, even with yourself, that kind of anger can build and build and build. It's a good thing to address. Welcome if you're joining from Psychick. We are doing business oracle readings tonight, so feel free to ask a question. Happy to answer. And then I'm just finishing some of the collective energy reading. And I'm on YouTube. That's actually where I do these. So I've posted it on both, but we'll just see how people pop in and out. Let me know if you have any questions, if there's anything you'd like me to read for you on your business, anything you'd like to know, or what you'd like perspective on as it relates to business. I was a social media marketing manager, business advisor, strategist. I've been a virtual assistant. I've been an entrepreneur for years now. So I love this stuff. I love talking business. So here we have charity, prayer, and contemplation. So connect with heaven, ask and you shall receive. And so much of what I've been feeling has getting any business owners that I'm working with currently getting caught up is not receiving the answer. Kind of saying like, I've got to keep driving this forward. I feel so inspired. I've got to keep going and going and going, but not I've got to keep receiving, or I'm curious what else this idea is going to show me. I really, sometimes my wording is kind of funny when I talk to people about my business, because I'll say, oh, well, I've got to wait and see what the rest of that idea is, or something like that. But it really feels like I'm receiving, hey, you're only halfway on that idea. Okay, I'll receive the rest later. And it does feel kind of more of a communication. So connecting with heaven can help bring a lot of these ideas through. Ooh, if anybody is scared about anything in their business, can you please just tell me what it is so I can start reading on it? Because I keep getting these like hiccupy fear feelings, which feels like there is a discomfort, a distrust, or a fear. And lots of throat chakra clearing in this group. So curious to continue reading on your energies. Do ask me if you do have a question. And then we have Kuan Yin, care and compassion. It says, choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved. Offer a helping hand. And I don't see this as being like working for free, but definitely like helping your audience. If you feel like you're maybe wanting help, or you're wanting people to come and speak to you or trust you, like how can you offer help also? How can you give what it is that you're seeking? So if there's anything that you're actually wanting in your business, what could you do today that helps you address or bring that forward, that, hey, that's actually something you're looking for within yourself? And could you role model that thing that you're actually wanting externally? Hopefully that makes sense. It's a little bit unclear as a message. Poor side chicks. My phone is often low battery because you know how it is. You just end up all day on it, forgetting. So I'm actually on YouTube. If I end up losing side chicks at any point, I'm over on YouTube. And I know it's a little bit loud for side chicks sometimes because you're like on my laptop also. So you're kind of like near the fan, which is a really silly thing. So, oh, hey, Melissa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this is like, 9.5-ish, almost getting to 10 minutes of me doing some collective energy reading for business for this week. Also can tell you just intuitively, I'm feeling right now is a really good time for pressing forward. So it's not the like pushing on ahead or like just got to get stuff done, hustle kind of energy, but definitely the like pressing forward, just continuing on. And like, it's like a steady pursuit. That is what I'm feeling. So that comfort and balance, like that's really going to help you. Evan Nora. I had a feeling it was you, Evan Nora. That's just funny. I'm glad you owned up to it. You may be picking up on the anxiety I get in trying to use my gifts for business purposes. Sometimes I feel like my throat chakra gets out of balance. And yeah, and so haven't I just been complaining about that this whole time? That's funny. And don't worry, like this goes away as soon as I'm done reading. I feel great. It's just during I look like I'm falling apart. Okay, Evanora, I'm gonna pull a reading or card here for you. And you know what? I'm gonna have to keep doing this. I'm so sorry, Psychicks. I'm gonna make you dizzy tonight. Not like I want to, but only if you ask. All right, Psychicks. Funny, YouTube has had people hopping in and out today, but can never tell when the right times for people are to really show up. So, tell me a bit about, or I don't know. I feel compelled to say that I want to help you with that, with this feeling of using your gifts for business and how that gets your throat chakra out of balance, what might be going on there. I'm definitely familiar with the challenge and with the issue, but at the same time, like, I don't know, there's a lot of people, right, who use their throat chakra being out of whack as like a signal. And I would advise that to you immediately, Evanora, just to be like, hey, if this was just showing me something, if this was just giving me a heads up, what is it trying to say? And so you could ask yourself, what is my throat chakra trying to say? What your throat chakra is likely trying to say is a lot. It's likely that you're stifling it and that it's trying to show you, hey, that anxiety is right because we didn't share and that was the right thing because now we're safe. But in reality, it's actually this lack of safety that you're feeling because you're not able to trust yourself. So it's sort of like trying to solve the lack of safety from a different angle than is actually necessary. You have, not surprisingly, you have cow spirit, which says the miracles are endless. So if everything was going well and if the miracles were endless and everything was going exactly how it needed to go, what would your throat chakra be saying then? What would your throat be saying? Probably just exactly what it wanted to say. And so I wonder what it is that's actually interrupting that flow. Also, I mean, you know me. I have lots of opinions. You don't have to like all my opinions, but I like to share them in case it's helpful. I think that I have a fairly like rational and like open perspective to a lot of these things. And I consider myself a really spiritual person. So I'll preface that by saying that. Oh, your son's favorite animal is the cow. That's very sweet. My parents knew, so like we have a family dog, but it's kind of my parents' dog. His new toy that he got for Christmas is a little cow, and it's very cute because he's a little Yorkie, so he's almost the same size as this cow stuffed animal. It's very sweet. My mom grew up on a cow farm, or like on a tobacco farm that happened to have cows at some point. Anyway, so many things in today's readings. Okay. The other thing I was going to point out, Evanora, is the using your gifts. And the reason I say that whole big preface of me and my opinions, my ongoing opinions, is that, I don't know, I think like if we demystify and say everyone has the capacity to access this skill and this intuitive part of our brain that receives psychic impressions and spiritual knowings, which is what I believe. I believe that everyone has that access if they so choose to cultivate it. I think a lot of people won't even look in that direction in their lifetime, and a lot of people will struggle with it, sure. But I like demystifying and saying, hey, what if it wasn't a gift? What if it wasn't a special power or a spiritual, it is a spiritual purpose and a meaning and like a mission as to why you're here. But I hope you know where I'm going with this. Sometimes we can kind of like make things feel much bigger than ourselves. And really, when you're looking at it, it's just the same as anything else. It's just the same as anything else. It's a skill. It's a skill that you put out energy for, that you deserve energy back for. Speaking of which, good segue. I do have a donation button now. So I'll update this description after on the live because I wasn't sure if I was going to go live on Psychicks, but on the YouTubes, you'll always see that I have my descriptions. There is a PayPal donation button at the top of my site, heartsfrontier.com. So for anyone who feels so inclined, if you get a lot out of my readings, but you're not really feeling ready to actually work with me yet, that's a way in. You could also just book a 15-minute. I've had lots of people this week booking in a 15-minute just to say, hey, I wonder where we should kind of work together. I feel like I want to work with you, but how? And I'm pretty understanding of lots of different budgets and goals and that kind of thing. So if that calls out to anyone, then that's there. And I think after I move to Scotland in February, I'll probably make it that I only do donation-based readings. But that's just because I really do feel this growing and a lot of this community and connection growing. Right now, it's not top of mind. Okay. Evanora, let me know if you have more questions. I'm happy to dive into that throat chakra stuff a bit more if that helps anyone else. I'm probably going to stay on here for another 15 minutes or so. I always just see how I feel. Right now it's 8:30 p.m. for me. So I always just see how I feel. Do I feel like going to 9? Do I feel like going 9:30? Today it's, I think, till 9. Okay. It's also really rainy today where I am. So it's kind of just that like dreary energy. Okay, Melissa, really excited about my journey with Psychick. This is my first business venture on my own. Whoop, whoop. Celebrating you. So exciting. Such a geek about entrepreneurship. I'm just so happy when people decide to pursue their own business and their own work. I was just thinking about that this week. Is how beautiful is it that you have exponential potential? As a business owner, you could just grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. Forever. You could just grow exponentially. The amount of wealth, of experience, of richness, of knowledge pursuit, it feels endless to me as a business owner. And it's something that's so freeing. It's very difficult to move away from. I really can't see myself going back. Going to Scotland, it was even weird. I had to really debate with myself. Am I ready to even take on a part-time job? Will I feel appropriate? I worked for so long in my life, since I was 12 years old, since before that, and multiple jobs if I could, and all that. So it wasn't about like a fear of working, but more a fear of like, will that feel like I'm being pulled back? Will that feel like something's getting in the way or standing in between me and, my soul work? So get ready for how exciting and almost addictive and inspiring it can feel, right? Like it sort of pulls us forward. And I'll be doing Psychick's business mentorship. So anytime you need me, Melissa, it was my dream too. Here I am realizing it. It is very exciting. I'm going to be part-time office manager of a retreat center. So it is truly, truly idyllic and quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. Indeed. I'm actually like my visa starts February 20th. I can be there very soon. It's a little surprising. I keep forgetting, to be honest. There's like a bit of lack of reality, I think, with it right now. It doesn't quite feel really real or present. Yeah, very excited that you're here with Psychicks. Let me know, do you have any questions? Is there anything you just want to learn? I will be popping in lots more this year because I am, thank you. I'm very excited for me too. I am helping with Psychick's business mentorship. So I am the business geek, self-proclaimed, and happy to help out. I know that Brandy doesn't always get time to do the one-to-one type of services. So I've offered myself up here in that community to help, mostly because I can't give up helping with business. I love it. I love structures. I love differences. I love suggestions. I love people and their own authentic voice coming through. I really like, again, demystifying, making things simple, having people have an easy time getting into supporting themselves. And I love like an economy that supports more spiritual and intuitive people earning. So I'm really into that as well. I really think it's actually important for our world to value our oracles and intuitives as more high authorities, as we once did in ancient times. So that's my 2 cents on that and why I'm really into helping, especially with spiritual and creative businesses. I pretty much only work with creative business owners or spiritual business owners, actually, to be honest. And that's even from before I got into spiritual work myself. So would love to know any questions anyone has about business. Glad you're all hanging out, loving chatting and connecting. But I like also giving back. and being useful to you. So let me know if you have any questions. You'll be reaching out. Yeah, Melissa, I can't wait. Yeah. It is, well, it'll be really nice. There are ways to work with me if you want it to be ongoing. If you're like, hey, I just need a month with Kate to kind of get me going somewhere, let me know. Or if you just want to do a deep dive with me, sometime, the Psychick business mentorship option is also available. And then, yeah, there's sort of like oracle readings. Oracle readings will only go so far. My actual guidance and technical skill and my ability to tune into everyone's individual journeys much better served in a one-on-one environment, obviously. But I do love doing business oracle readings as well. So put it on your calendars, because this is where I'm going to do it for the next few weeks until I move to Scotland, and then I'll change my timings up. And if anyone wants to book in a free 15-minute with me just to see where we might connect and align and work towards, working together in the future, feel free to do so. I'm always happy to sit for 15, 20 minutes and just see, what makes sense. And sometimes I just offer people go and do, a different type of work than working with me if it doesn't feel right. But usually there's some way, because I am trained in a lot of different things. And usually it's just which kind of chicken or the egg, which one happened first, So you can see all those links. I'll repost them as soon as I post this live. I'll post my links and start reintroducing myself to the group as well. Yeah. All right. Well, any questions before we head out for the day? It's very nice just even reconnecting with the Psychicks group and saying, what's new. We have some new changes coming, so definitely keep an eye out on the group. And yeah, and definitely too, I think as far as the fear stuff and getting in your own way, those to me are often stemming from subconscious beliefs, and hypnotherapy has been so massive for me in embracing what it is I'm here to do, and embracing also self-worth as a part of your role as an entrepreneur, but as an entrepreneur who has to, be a service person, putting yourself out there on the line. Your self-worth and your confidence gets put on, full display. And so doing this work for me has felt like doing a lot of subconscious and deep belief work. That's why I got trained in rapid transformational hypnotherapy, and why I do some of that in my work as well. So if the hypnotherapy, changing your beliefs, those self-limiting blocks, if that really drives you nuts and you want to do that type of work with me and you're Psychick, come and see me, because I'll give you a discount for doing that work with me. It's a really premium service. It's like a really excellent and beautiful and powerful thing. But I know that not all Psychicks are going to be able to get up to that. So just let me know if it's holding you back. I'd rather you get the work than not. So okay. Well, I'm going to head out for the evening just because today does not feel a super. Okay, now we have a question. I have one on YouTube, but I will head out after this unless anyone else has any other questions. Sometimes it's nice just to sit on here and chat, and sometimes it's nice to just don't be sorry at all, Feely. No, I'm just laughing. Let me know if anyone else has any questions here on Psychicks. But yeah, sometimes it's nice to just kind of come on here, chat, connect, hang out. And then I'll set up another time that we'll do like a love oracle reading as well, because I do love reading on love situations. And holy, I needed my own love reading. Who wants to jump on tonight and do a love reading for me? That's what I'd like to ask. No, not seriously. I'm actually just kind of kidding when I say that. But okay, Feely, I'm going to answer your question. Let me just unplug Psychicks. I keep unplugging my charger and plugging you back in. So Feely's question, what is our core generator as far as marketing right now? Core generator? I would say sharing your story as well. So there's this concept in business called unique selling proposition. And I just keep seeing that word, that concept, but unique being like very, very, very big. And so what I'm feeling is like the focus for you, your core generator, is like, I'm curious whether you're asking the core generator being a tool or a specific avenue of marketing. But what I'm feeling was like the topics or the themes, or like what generates you, what is your like fuel. And part of that fuel right now is like your own unique self. That unique expression is part of what's going to guide you very easily. Unique expression, and then teaching from the heart, also like teaching from a pure and a lived experience as well. Oh, I love this. You also have Journey by Moonlight, which says believe in magic and navigating by the stars, follow your bliss. So very much just like, okay, what is actually inspiring to you? So maybe like your story, maybe your inspirations. Could you think of a list of 10 of your inspirations and then make like a little video for each? Or could you do, and it could be like inspirations, nature could be an inspiration. It could be a very tiny specific notion or item within nature, like an acorn, right? That actually inspires you. It could be anything. But it feels like your story, and yeah, what motivates you and how you create could be your core generator. A bit of both. The avenue that's essential right now. I think the avenue that's essential right now is selling your unique expertise. Selling your unique, or sharing. You don't even have to be in the mode of selling yet. I think even that could come next week or the week after, but sharing your unique expertise is what is coming to mind. Let me know if that resonates for you, Feely. And let me know if anyone else has any questions. I'm kind of doing like an evil villain hand thing here right now. Really thinking stuff out here for Feely. It resonates. Great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Okay, I'm going to pull one more collective card just to support us on our business journeys this week and to give us some helpful energy. And then, as I mentioned, if anyone would like to work with me for business mentorship or for alignment within yourself, I'm doing the Align Your Life series as of this weekend. What other one? I'm going to get a Whispers of Love card for all of us collectively for our businesses this week. And I think a lot of it is putting ourselves at the forefront, and making sure your business is working for you. Make sure it works for you and isn't just, oh, I love this. I love this because it's a very sweet card from this deck, Whispers of Love. It says, I love you. These are powerful words. And this is really a powerful idea. So hopefully, whoever's still watching here is getting this. If you absolutely did everything within your work from a place of love, how would it change? What kind of power would be available to you? What would be different? And what might things look like? Allow yourself healing in the next few days, because I feel over the weekend and through the beginning of next week, there's going to be a lot of forward moving energy, and we're going to be able to get a lot more done. We're going to be able to feel a lot more confident, I think, as well. And it also feels like, really for everyone, don't do anything the way that you're scared to do it. Take a look at what's like for the next few days, not in general, but for the next few days, take a look at what's easy and quick to output and can just satisfy you, and you can just feel good about it being done and being out there. There's a lot of fear and people holding back, trying to, keep things really, keep things really safe, or maybe we have a tendency to keep things safe, trying to like perfect them. So yeah, it's definitely a focus on like softening that inner voice to yourself and self-healing. And, I actually really like your question too, Feely, because it's like isolating what's important, to you in business and career. Hey, Sean, let me know if anyone else has any. I am, on my way heading out here. Unless anyone else has any questions about their career, business, or abundance. I set a big financial goal and aim for myself this month, and I am on the way there. I am on track, and it is shocking. So all the power to you, manifesty folks. I think 2023 is showing me how quickly our mind and our thoughts are immediately churning into an energy and a manifestation. It's a little alarming, actually. It's like I'll think of someone and then they're in my face. I'm like, oh my gosh, how did that happen? Um, so it definitely is a really, really potent year. Yeah, it says take a leap of faith. So anyone who's having that fear zone, grasshopper spirit says take a leap of faith. What if you just threw it all up and said it could go well? How would things change? How would things change? I do feel like things are going to speed up and we're going to need to stay focused all next week. We're going to have to stay like, okay, kind of like getting things done. We started this year on 1, 1, 2, 3, the beginning of the Fibonacci sequence. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah, it definitely feels like a good year to be in flow, working with the true nature of things. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, if there are no more questions for business oracle readings, then this will be where I close the session. Just keeping an eye out because I know sometimes people think of it in the last moment, and I'm always happy to stay on if need be. But if you ever are missing out on readings, I will probably have another one coming soon. I've been really excited to just do more regular oracle readings for who knows how long, too long. And so I'm happy to be back. And I'll let you know when the next one is. But we will have open oracle readings on Mondays and business oracle readings on Wednesdays, unless something life-wise comes up and I have to change it. But I'll try to announce that. And I'll try to make sure the events go in the Psychick's Facebook group. But keep an eye out for my YouTube as well. Just make sure you're following both, just in case, so that you get the notifications. YouTube's good for that. Okay. Well, check out the links. I will post them if after for Psychicks, and I think they might already be there for YouTube. If not, I'll post them. And so if you are looking to work with me, meet with me, make a donation, learn more about empath energetics, find out when Align Your Life is happening. It's this Saturday is the start. It's at noon. I'm really, really excited for Align Your Life this weekend. So I've got this big workshop to do tomorrow, and then clear sailing. I'll be talking pretty much only about Align Your Life on Thursday and Friday and Saturday leading up to it. So if anyone is curious about that, go to check it out. I have some updates on my page. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your nights, everyone. Take care. It's nice to be on here as always.